Yo, what is poppin', people of the internet? This is Live from Vegas, reporting live from the firing range in Apex Legends Season 7 to bring you guys part 2 to my ultimate controller settings guide. I just want to take a quick second to thank everybody who watched and supported the settings guide part 1. The response was overwhelming. This tiny channel with only 50 subs got over 1,500 views on a video. So appreciate all the support, guys. It got 55 likes. So if we could crush that like goal with 69 likes, boys, that would be absolutely amazing. Let's get 69 likes on this video to smash up part 2, show up part 1, because trust me, this one is going to be a little bit better. That last video was about slow aimbot settings, as you can see here, but this one is just so much more responsive. Just clipping people in one clip with blue attachments on my weapon. Whenever I'm training, I like to use blue attachments to get my settings right, because obviously you just want to keep it a normal average. If you're using a gold barrel, if you're using all purple attachments and great scopes, you're not going to be getting the most average results for what's going on. So I like to keep it blue barrel when I'm doing my training. Just another pro tip for you guys. So let's jump right into the settings. The first tip that went over really well in the last video that a lot of people, I guess, don't know about. First setting here in your controller settings, your button layout, just go ahead and run button puncher. Screw all these other options, guys. I'm telling you, button puncher is what's gonna make you cracked. I said this in my other video, if you're playing on controller, you need to be playing button puncher. Easy for the crouch spams. There's just no reason you shouldn't be playing on it. All the other control schemes just don't work as well, guys. This is what's getting people into pred, is just ducking on people just like you see here. Makes it so easy for you. It's on the same button. You don't have to move any of your fingers at all to get that perfect dodge. So yeah, button puncher is the way to go. Another setting people were asking me real quick was my field of view. I just keep it on an even 100, and I'll tell you why. It's because if your field of view is all the way maxed out, the targets themselves and the people are going to be so tiny on your screen. Like this is, think of this as a zoom. If you're zoomed all the way out, the center of your screen is going to be so tiny, versus if you're on the lowest field of view, you're going to have maximum zoom, which sounds good, but you're not going to be able to get the peripherals that you want, the side-to-side vision. So I find it's a best balance to just keep it at 100, never go max, honestly never go above 100, just keep it at 100 and you'll be good balance of zoom and vision for your side-to-side. So that was something people asked me in the last video. Again, speaking on the last one, I did say that you want to lock in your sense in your response curve, but that was actually a wrong statement, guys. Sorry about that. When you turn on the ALC, as you can see here, it actually just overrides everything. I did not know that before, so what you put in here does not matter. The settings you want to turn on is the very bottom of your controller settings, the advanced look controls. Click in there, click the on button, and you're gonna see this screen. This is the most important screen in Apex Legends. If you're here, you probably know that though, so let's jump right into it. One thing quick out the way for the people that don't know is this gray line on the screen on the bars here. You can see there's a different level for each. That is the Apex Legends default settings, this line right here. So when I say above or below default, I'm referring to this line on the settings. So kicking it off with the dead zone. If you're looking for an in-depth explanation on each one, go look at the last video, link in the description. This one is just gonna be sliding over what's gonna make you cracked, very brief descriptions. So dead zone, you wanna go just one down from the default, just one down. Pretty decent dead zone. This is what you want. Just one up from the default. For the response curve, you just want to go about halfway. If you want to have your response a little bit higher, just go ahead and turn it to the left. But trust me, guys, this one is all about making this controller feel like a PC mouse. It's going to feel responsive enough. Just trust me, keep it right here, halfway from default. Per optic settings, don't worry about those at all. Your yaw speed, I've actually been turning it up ever so slightly each and every day. I want to get my yaw speed even higher. Honestly, max is unnecessary for anybody, but I encourage everyone to increase their yaw speed. It's really not a hard change to make, and it'll just make your hit fire battles so much better because you'll just be able to whip this thing around. You can see the aim assist just sticking to it, and like, you know, people are jumping up in your screen. Like someone might jump off this rock, so you need the good full turn radius to get them. you know, they can be coming from everywhere. So you might have to shoot back here, turn, shoot over here. You never know. So it's really been helping with my hip fire. Really just loving the high sense now. So keep your yaw speed about 60% of the way, 70% of the way. I don't really know how much to call this, but you know, just somewhere around here. You don't need to go super high on the sense. This is what you want, because we're gonna actually turn up a different setting from my last video, and you're turning extra yaw all the way to max. So that's gonna make your yaw speed, this is unnamed by the way, all the settings we're changing here are un-ADS. Obviously your ADS speed is a lot slower, way different than this right here. But this right here has been really nice, that extra yaw speed. This is what's making this thing feel like an actual mouse, guys. Like, it's just being so sensitive now on anything I need it to do. It just feels great. Oh, out of bullets. Anyways, back into the settings. Pitch speed, I've turned up just a little bit from default, maybe like 1 or 2 notches. Just so that you have that edge over people that are using default, you know? That's just the simple reason. And keep in mind, we're gonna keep our pitch speed very low on our aim down sight. We still want that aimbot from our last video. But for the pitch speed for the un-ADS, you can go ahead and turn it up a little bit, like I said, for those hip fire battles. So yeah, again, turning up extra yaw. I already said you wanna max this out with the yaw speed. For the extra pitch, I turned it up a little bit just for fun. I'm just experimenting, but on my other videos, I had all 4 of these turned off. But I'm experimenting with both of these on, so. And it's been working out, guys. I'm telling you, this has been clipping even the same, if not just a little bit harder. It is a little bit more difficult to master, but there's nothing wrong with that. Like, for my guys that are out there that really want to change a pace, like if you're in Diamond and you're like, okay, I just need to get cracked, need to hit more shots, this is what you want to be rocking. Just stick with it, trust me. You're going to be beaming people on cross-platform PC like it's nothing. Like, if you guys have seen my videos, I literally drop like 2,000 damage every game, 2.0 KD. Like, just don't miss a bullet with these settings. It's easy. So, keep those to the bottom. This is the important stuff right here, guys. This is the juicy stuff. Yaw speed, you just want to keep it default. In the pitch speed, you're gonna, you know, if you really need that aimbot assist, I would go ahead and just turn it like halfway. But for me, I'm getting kind of used to the control of these weapons, so I'm going about, yeah, right about halfway, or maybe even 75. Let's try this out. This is the crack setting here. This is the most important one, and I'll explain to you what this one actually is. That's your ADS up and down. You can see here it's extremely slow versus the side to side here is pretty quick. Major difference there. And the reason you want that is so that you can just drag down on the stick as hard as you possibly need, especially with a gun like a R9. This really, really helps with high recoil weapons. Like, you can just drag to your heart's desire. As you can see, it's just going straight to their head. This is an important setting. You want to keep that pitch low on your ADS. Trust me, guys. As you can see, not a missed bullet on any of these clips, and that's with the blue attachments. I have been adding in this ADS extra yaw, and this is what's been really making it feel like a cursor, guys, because when you're aim down sights, you can just swing that thing around just like a mouse. Pitch speed, keep it low for the aimbot, but yeah, if you need a little bit extra yaw, this is what's really making it feel snappy, guys. So just go ahead and turn that up like almost double the default, right about there, and that's the little extra speed you can see here, just like that. This is a lot quicker for me now, which is fine, because obviously these targets are moving, so it's easier to spray them down, but targets that are moving, you're going to want to have that higher speed, you know what I mean? So you can like easily track someone like that, you know, that's running like a Wraith with a portal. It's easy lasers, guys, you can just tell. But anyways, you guys, that was all the settings. Just one last pro tip that I want to give. Should have probably put it at the beginning because it's really useful, but if you made it to the end, here's the last pro tip I could give to you guys, and it has to do with these settings specifically. If you find like you're struggling to hit your shots, what you need to do is, with these settings specifically, the recoil is very minimal. Like, as I'm barely dragging down on the thumbstick, barely even touching it to manage this R301. And again, use this thumbstick to don't even focus on, like a lot of people think that you just need to focus on that recoil pattern and just keeping it low, that right thumbstick. It's actually the opposite. Just focus on crouching and keeping that absolutely steady. And the pro tip I could give you guys, you've probably never heard this from anyone, but actually aim with your left stick when you're strafing. This only works while you're strafing, but as you can see, I'm not moving the right stick at all. It's only the left here to make the tiniest of strafes. And guys, use this left stick to manage your recoil and to make those horizontal shots hit 24. Like just try to find attention to my shooting here. I might even zoom it in, but just watch my side to side movement. I'm using the left thumbstick specifically, not even the right to control the recoil. I'm using the left only to line up my shots. It's really hard to explain, but guns have horizontal recoil, and if you like strafe side to side, just use the thumbstick to aim in your shots. Like, just don't even move them. As you can see here, I'm strafing and it's just staying right on the body. Maybe a better example is the full auto. If you just kind of just let the gun rip in your hands, like just feel very loose. Don't super loose on the right thumbstick, and then just use the left to just guide it around. If that makes any sense. I know this is something you've never heard before, but your left stick where you're actually like moving, just use that to just guide where your reticle is, guys. I promise. This is a very strange tip, but with these kind of settings, with this low recoil, like this aimbot that we got going on, you don't even need to worry about recoil. Just worry about your strafing and your side to side and just hitting those shots, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, thank you for the support for the 1,500 views. Please subscribe if this helped at all, because these videos have been going somewhat viral. It would really help a small channel if you could just subscribe. Link in the description to the other video, to my Twitch, all that. And I'll see each and every one of you online. Peace.